All right, VC. This is going to be the What If I Was a God final tag that Alan at Static Traveler started. Because his tags are epic. So I had to do this one. And we'll see how it goes. There's 9 questions to deal with. They're lengthy questions. I don't usually like lengthy questions in vinyl tags, but here we go. Question number 1. Show a record you would improve by adding or removing a single track. All right, so this record immediately came to mind. Right, immediately. Ginger Baker Stradivarius on the Echo label. And the reason I bought this record is because Fela Kuti is on this record, and he's all over the A side, and it's great. The B side is mostly a toilet, and so I couldn't just pick one to remove. The whole end of the B side, 3 and it's no bueno. So couldn't go with that record. So I'm going with this record to remove a single track, and that is Don Cherry and the Jazz Composers Orchestra Relativity Suite on JCOA Records. It's an original copy. I would remove March of the Hobbits at the end, the Ed Blackwell. It's a marching song. I'm sure it has its place. I'm sure the band could explain why it's there. I can't figure out why it's there. It's just completely unnecessary to me to be on this record. That's just my opinion. March of the Hobbits, remove that song, and this is a perfect record. Question number 2. Show a record by an artist you would resurrect from the dead. Now, I was thinking top of mind Chris Cornell, but he killed himself. He did not want to be in this world. This is another guy that supposedly killed himself, but I'm bringing him back, and that's Elliott Smith. And this is his record Either Or. This is an original first pressing on Kill Rock Stars. One of my favorite records of all time. One of the best records ever made. Period. For me. I was a huge Heat Miser fan before he went solo, and this is definitely his best record. Speed Trials, Ballad of Big Nothing, Angelus, so many fucking great classic songs on this. To me, I think he was killed. I mean, large kitchen knife to the chest, and an estranged woman that the LAPD just couldn't find or didn't I don't know. I think he was murdered. I'd bring him back. And he hated this world, but we all do right now, so you can suffer with us. Bringing Elliott Smith back. Number 3. Which record that you own would you obliterate from the face of the earth, erasing all memory of its existence? The one that needs to be removed is a Cave-In record. Planets of Old, I think is the name of it. It's like an EP. It's the worst. It's one of the worst things ever recorded in the history of man. But I don't have that record. Joe's got it. Just because if someone wants to challenge him on what is the worst record ever made, he will pull that one out and put your dick in the dirt. This one is not equally as bad, but pretty fucking terrible, and I would get rid of it. It's the last record the Life and Times did, and I love this band. I love Alan Epley. I love everything about this band. It's one of the best trios to ever do it. But their last record was just, maybe it's, I need to hear this CD because it sounds horrendously awful on vinyl. It's so muddy. It's a toilet of a record, and the songs they're not original anymore. This band always had an edge and was doing something new, and then they put this out. It's 2017 on the Slim Style Recording Corp. Horrible album. I would eradicate this album from the earth. But it'd be Cave-In first. That Cave-In album is terrible. I mean, you don't even know what speed to play it on. It's so bad. Number 4, show a record cover which displays something of the power of nature. This one is one I grabbed to show Omar Rodriguez Lopez Quintet, The Apocalypse Inside of an Orange. And I'll take this out so you can see this better, but on the back cover you have all of the power of a storm in the desert happening, which is what's actually going on out west right now. And an iconic cover. And this record is from 2007, and this is jazz rock by Omar Rodriguez Lopez from the Mars Volta and At the Drive-In. Fantastic stuff. This is a double LP, and I'll show you the records on this. It's clear with some nice labels. I found this a long time ago at Lunchbox for cheap. It is not cheap any longer. Before the vinyl boom, that's when I got a lot of my rock stuff, thank God. Alright. Number 5. Which 3 musicians would you Frankenstein together to produce a super musician? I'm a guitar guy, so I'm basically gonna morph these 3 guitarists together. Kim Thayil from Soundgarden, and this is an original, I think, Netherlands press of this iconic record, Bad Motorfinger. Not a bad song on it. With Adam Jones from Tool, and this is an original first pressing of Opiate. Still one of my favorites from them. One of the bands I've seen the most live in my life. Saw them on the opening night of the Lateralus tour in Atlanta, and they closed with Opiate from this record, and it was in the Tabernacle, which is an old church, so think about that. Very amazing show. But yeah, he would be number 2. That would be in the morphed individual, and along with who we were just talking about, Omar Rodriguez Lopez. And this is his record Solar Gambling. This is on Rodriguez Lopez Productions, and this has a Spanish vocalist, and she is killer on this. This is another one of my favorite records of all time right here, and it's starting to get difficult to find, and some of the best cover art I've ever seen on a record as well. This is fantastic guitar playing on this. So yeah, put those 3 guitar players together and see what you get. Number 6, show a record by 1 male artist and 1 female artist you would save from the end of the world to entertain you in heaven forever. Well, that indicates to me that they'd still need to be alive, and I'd need to kill them to get them into heaven before the end of the world. So I'm going to do the opposite. So I may get this question wrong, but if I was in heaven, I'd want John Coltrane and Alice Coltrane to be doing that. And this is their album Cosmic Music. This is an original I got from Alex. One of the prized possessions in my collection, and one of the most stunning albums ever made right here. They could play this record, and that would, in heaven, that would do it for me. They could do it every day. All right, number 7. Show a record which depicts one or more of the 7 deadly sins: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, anger, envy, and pride. Well, this record probably covers all of it. It's First Queens of the Stone Age LP. There's a lot of different covers of this, but there you go. There's a nice cover there. I do also have the CD, which has a different cover, but yeah. This album covers all of that in the songs. The first cut, Regular John, is still, to me, the best ever Queens of the Stone Age track. It's just so fucking good. I love this band. Here's some more boobies. case you needed to see some more of those. Yeah. Speaking of, if I was a god, there'd be Catherine Zeta-Jones on this couch. All right. Number 8. Show a record by an artist you would assign to hell forever for musical crimes against humanity. God, I didn't even pick one out for this. Geez, I'm really screwing up. Let's see. This should be easy. Be right back. That'd be Neil Young. Send him straight to hell. Just like all those people on YouTube burning their Nikes. I'm surprised these are people are dumping their whole Neil Young collections in record stores. Why don't you just burn them like the Nikes? Send them to hell. All right, and number 9. In your benevolence, which VC channel would you bestow 1 million subscribers to so they may never have to work again and indulge us with all their videos for infinity or whatever? I can't remember. I don't know how you said it. That would be Seeking a Thread, Dom, and here's his record, Material Objects. Content versus Carrier. This will be up there. It's one of my records of the year. This is fantastic. Reminds me of a lot of good bands, man. I can't remember the one name of the band. It reminds me of this one band from Idaho, and it also reminds me of Verses from New York. Really, really, really good shit. Good vocals, good guitar playing. So Dom, you've earned. And this man, he's always doing something. I don't know how he finds hours in the day. I mean, he's got kids, wife, does the radio thing, record store thing, working at the college thing, works out, plays in a band, record collecting, doing videos for us. Yeah, he's the one for number 9. All right, there's your vinyl tag. Peace.